I can't even say get out anymore. Like whenever someone goes, oh, leave, leave, depart.
Get out.
You go and get out of my house. I had to switch accents in order to say get out now.
Can we talk about, a lot of actors in particular talk about having to let go a part of themselves, the thing that stops you really going there as an actor, in order to sort of be able to embody whatever character that you're playing in the most authentic way. What was that for you? What was the thing that was almost like the wall that you had to push through?
In general?
Yeah.
I think it's like your ego.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like I actually let go of how I look and how I'm perceived and how I'm taken in. I'm just here.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. It was amazing that I did improv because it just teaches you to listen. So when you're listening and taking someone in, you can't think of anything. You're just taking someone in. You know what I mean? But in an improv, you got to take someone in order to continue the scene. So then it taught me that. And then when I got on set, you're having this DOP doing this and this sound guy doing that. And then you still have to be there. And then for me, it's like I'll have a shift in my life. And professionally speaking, I have a shift in my life and it takes me a year to acclimatize. And then I'll be like, okay, cool. And then by the year, I'm like, all right, cool. And then the next year, I'm on it.
Yeah.
And then you're on it and you're doing it. And then you do it probably. And then either two things happen. Either like it doesn't grow you anymore doing it in that way. And you need a new challenge. Or like the thing just like rejects you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the thing just rejects you. Go, this isn't, you're not supposed to be here now. You've done it.
Yeah.
You got to keep moving. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, but I'm a firm believer, like, you got to handle your career creatively in the creative arts. Or I think a lot of people have an office job, but in the creative arts. You know what I'm saying? Which is cool. Like, I get it. Like, I wish I was that way inclined, that I was like, I just want to say things every day. So I always want to grow.
Yeah.
I always want to figure my stuff out. But yeah, like in terms of that role, I just kind of let go. Do you know what I'm saying? And you have to kind of just listen and be present.
I love it. Well, let's talk more about the roles. I've picked three, if you don't mind. And I'm going to start with Chris Washington. Get out! Get out! That was all. I mean, I tell you, I lost my voice. You know how I was watching lots of your interviews as prep for this. Can I say, actually, before we get into all the characters, you know what I'd like more from you? I would like more comedy. You are hilarious. Like, I've been watching your interviews and I've been howling. And there was the one where you were talking about, for a lot of white people, saying they voted Obama instead became, I watched Get Out 3 times. Yeah. I watched Get Out 3 times. And it was like, get out.
That's funny, June. I can't even say Get Out anymore. Like whenever someone goes, oh, leave, depart.
Get out.
You go and get out of my house. I had to switch accents in order to say get out now. But yeah, no, it's comedy. Yeah, comedy's coming.
It's coming because I need it. Because I said, this dude is hilarious. But anyway, let's go back to Chris Washington. Tell me about your process for him.
Oh, taking me back. That was a mad one because it was like my first lead role in a film.
Yeah.
And
comes like the sensation of the decade.
No, I was not ready. I was not equipped. I was not equipped, Tune.
I mean, you know, the Brits. We all, oh yeah, that's our guy.
Yeah. And then America was like, what's happening? I was like, what's going on? What's this? But I think the process was I think it was weird because I was like figuring out my process in that process.
Okay.
So I used to make playlists. And then I used to have like a couple people that I wanted him to sound like. Mm-hmm. And then like I would listen to them repeatedly. Then I lost a lot of weight because I wanted him to look like a guy that would lose a fight. So then when he fought at the end, you were more surprised. But it's a more subconscious thing because he was quite slight.
Yes.
And I've got quite broad shoulders, and then so like I knew that like sometimes I just have a physique where I look like I can handle myself.
Yeah.
Like I didn't want that energy in it, so I would train really heavily.
Yeah, there was a fragility about him, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah.
Totally
I
get
wanted that. I wanted that kind of the leanness of him, and also he does photography, so he's like an artistic brother.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then yeah, I just read the script. I do this thing where I read the script a lot. I just read it every day, read it, and kind of just take, and just go, and then I'll just until I'm like I've had enough now.
Okay.
I get it, and then it's just in you.
Create a life for them before in your mind. Do you do that where you sort of create their childhood and all of their dreams and their fears, or you don't do that?
No, at that point I didn't. At that point I didn't. I didn't do that because I tried it on another job and it was like it didn't go down well. So then I was just like, I was just like, let me just. But it was more kind of, I think it's more like spiritually speaking, kind of like getting the emotional arcs. That's what I feel my job is to kind of hold the emotion of the film. If you're the lead and stuff, like hold the emotion of the film and have those turns. Yeah. So I was kind of looking at that. Like later on in my career, I started really looking at the facts and what the facts tell us about him before the film starts.
Yeah.
But then I just kind of was just in my accent all the time. Then because I was in America, I was in Albuquerque, so no one knew me like that. So I was just in the accent like throughout the whole shoot. When I went to the shop, when I went to the gym, I was American. I was just American.
Wow.
And so so I did that continuously. And then, yeah, it was a 23-day shoot. So it was a lot. But then Jordan's amazing because he's an actor. So he understood. So he took us to a house for a weekend, the majority of the cast, and we kind of bonded and like did scenes and we spoke and it was just a great vibe. And we got to know each other, and it was a real kind of company kind of coming together.
Did he sort of create scary pranks and stuff to get you all in the mood of the film? Were there like people jumping out of wardrobe?
No, there was no. No, I didn't have no time for that. I wouldn't trust how I react. I wouldn't trust how I would react. I was having a working environment. I ain't got time for no cases.
I might have lost weight, but hey, if I need
to. Hey, buddy. But yeah, no, I did that.
There's rumor that you might be doing something else with Jordan, isn't there? Is that true?
Come on, June. You know we don't talk about rumors. Come on, man.
We love a rumor here.
I've got some rumors about you, June. We can all tango. We can all tango. No. You know what it is for me? It's just like I don't really wanna. Just keep it pushing. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But Jordan's amazing, though.
He is. We love him.